Hey, welcome to my second channel. If you read the title, you know exactly what I'm going to talk about today. Technology. Welcome to ZagAttack199_. Yes, that's what I named my second channel because I didn't really know what else to name it. So that's the fun thing about the second channel. But today, I'm just going to randomly talk about the fact that I have been running iOS 26, the public beta of the iPhone newest iPhone version. Well, I cannot English. So I wanted to express a few thoughts that I have with the iPhone and how I feel about the new version and stuff like that. Wow, really? We're doing this right now, son? You're kidding me. The son wants to leave, and then I gotta go into this, and I gotta up my exposure myself. I'm gonna leave this over here just in case I have to do that again. Jesus. This is the thing about recording in a spot where there's actual, light. This happens. I'm going to talk about the fact that iOS 26 has been nothing but kind of a butt to me. There's some good things with it, yes. And then there's some things I do not like. And I don't know how long this video is going to be. It's just going to be me ranting about it because I'm a tech person. I'm allowed to do that. First thing I want to point out is the fact that iOS 26 public beta went live, I think 2 weeks ago or something like that. I'll have the official, when it released down below. But I've been running it for a bit after seeing that Marques Brownlee, he had gotten it and whatnot, so I figured out how to get the public beta myself, and I was like, okay, you know what, I'm an Android person. I prefer Android. I like doing and being able to do what I want to do with my phone and not have some corporate or whatever take control of it. I guess I gave iOS 26 a shot because it looked really cool, the fact that everything is all kind of just sync together now. It's all the same version and whatnot, which is cool. So instead of just doing the liquid glass display stuff and everything on my phone, I also on my Apple Watch have ran the iOS 26 as well, which is completely different than the fact that I only use my Apple Watch for 5 things: fitness, texting, answering calls when I can't pick my phone out of my pocket instantly and I can use the speaker. Sometimes when I'm working or something like that, I like to play some music on my speaker, like on the watch or something like that. Just kind of, when I'm moving my hands around and stuff like that. It's kind of nice to have. And for controlling the volume of my phone when I'm listening to stuff with your AirPods in. So on top of that, the watch doesn't get used for many of its newest features. However, the phone, oh boy, I have some fun complaints. Now, there is probably ways to fix the complaints that I have, and someone in the comments will tell me that, and that's fine, I don't care. I want to mark the fact that these were not features that I was aware of, or things that I was told that I was gonna get. It just kind of happened. The first thing I want to start with is the music app. This is an odd place to start maybe for some people, but for me, it has been quite a pain. Now, when you play music with Apple, for some reason, when the music stops and starts to stop, the song will transition into the next one. And I have had multiple instances where it will be 20 to 30 seconds into a new song. I was listening to Godsmack Lighting Up the Sky, and as it transitioned out of the song, which is a pretty long song, it transitioned into a whole minute through Boy in the Bubble in my playlist, and I was like, why are we doing this? I had no clue that was a thing that they were even implementing or anything, and it was even having trouble with my car, figuring out, hey, where are we at in the song? What are we doing? And stuff like that. It would bug out sometimes. So, not a huge fan that was just an instant change, and it was just oh, now I gotta deal with this. Sorry, I wasn't able to choose it. There's probably a way to turn it off. I just haven't bothered to turn it off because I'm just learning to accept it, kind of. But after kind of nitpicking with the music stuff, let's get into something that I actually do enjoy, which is the new liquid glass display. Now, I am not a huge customizable person when it comes to my phone. I usually keep it as one wallpaper, and that's pretty much it. I did, when the newest version came out, I did the black noir kaleidoscope, and then I did the green bubbles, and that was what my daily driver was for a while until I did 26, and I wanted to see what kind of designs there were and stuff like that. I liked a few of them, but I just stuck with the midnight because I like the dark colors and stuff like that. But the liquid glass display stuff is very nice, very cool. There's always little things to it that I wasn't a huge fan at first, but I've kind of learned to just accept it because it's kind of just a visual thing. I do with the clock. I'm gonna close my phone so no notifications are showing. If you do this and scroll up, when I'm doing this, it changes the text there. I don't know if that's a thing that Apple already had, but it was something that I learned, and I think that's pretty cool. I don't understand why they call it liquid glass. It's just a new look, honestly. And then there's some things that they changed that just completely threw me off. Like, they want to be really futuristic with it, which I get. They want to get trendy and whatever it is, but went into the messaging app and I just saw like these bubbles and stuff and everything was showing up, and I'm like, I remember just having to scroll down, press the back arrow, and it was fine, but and then it was just always on the top, and it just didn't look proper to me for a while. Oh, actually, I know what I really can nitpick. This camera app, Apple. Actually, screw them. This is horrible. The fact that I have to do this to God damn it. The fact that I have to hold it to transition to another thing. Yes, I get it. It's easy. But there is no reason to change the photo app. Now you look like you're copying Samsung. And, you know, that's not a good look, honestly, in my eyes, but I don't know. Apple, you do you, I guess. I can't argue with it. You know, I could still use the camera app, and I still do. I could still take photos. I could still take videos like it's nothing, but I just don't see why it was necessary. Also, now there's like a thing with Apple Arcade and stuff like that, which I kind of play phone games every now and then on my phone. Like, I play Doodle Jump because sometimes I'm bored waiting or something like that. But like, other than that, I don't really use it. And now it's like all built in and it has its own app now as well. I think there's just a tab called Games, if I recall. Yeah, there's a tab called Games on the Apple, and it's just a complete library of all your stuff from the App Store. It's like, I don't need this. Like, these are all games I played like years ago. Gosh, like, I don't need to see that at all. But sure, Apple, you do that, I guess. I also had a few instances, I don't know if it's because my phone's getting old or something like that, but with my YouTube app, it was getting really laggy, and when I would want to like switch the rotations and stuff like that, it wouldn't switch, and it was kind of annoying. Actually, very annoying for some of the stuff that I was trying to do. And then it was also having some issues with my Wi-Fi for a bit as well, which, again, that could just be my phone. It's old. It's a 13. It's getting old compared to what's allowed and stuff like that, so maybe that's why. But on the other side of that, it's still things that I noticed that after switching over, it was like, ooh, we don't like this. It's like when I switched my laptop to Windows 11 for the first time, started draining my battery way more, was a lot slower, and I was like, screw it, I'm going back to Windows 10. And I refuse to go to Windows 11 to this day. I just refuse. I don't like Windows 11. The notification screen did change a bit with like their liquid glass stuff and stuff like that, but it's nothing crazy. Overall, iOS 26, pretty cool. I like the stuff that they have, and it's just like small nitpicks that I can really pick out and do stuff with. They added a whole bunch more features that I'm not going to get into because I don't even touch those things. My phone usage, like weekly, is an hour and a half. I do not sit on my phone for longer than like 3 hours a day. Like, ever. I don't. There's no reason for me to when I have a laptop and a literal PC that I do all my stuff on, pretty much. My laptop is for schoolwork and doing anything on the go. Computer, editing, gaming, stuff like that. Phone, this is just to have. Ever since I got my Apple Watch, that has been more usage than my iPhone, which is what I wanted. Like, that's the whole reason I kind of wanted it. All of it's on my wrist. If I need to text someone, okay, boom, boom. I tell them I want to text, yada, yada, boom. It's submitted. I don't have to pull my phone out when I'm doing a call or something like that. I can answer it, then I can pull my phone out, yes, but it's just not a hassle that I need to deal with. So overall, iOS 26, from my experience, it's half and half. I like it. I think it's cool, but I don't think it was necessary for most of the stuff, really. And if you're going to make it the liquid glass mode, give the option to make it back to the retro or how it used to look. I know Android has some of those ideas and some other smaller companies do with like their mobile devices, and I like that. I think that's a really smart plan. But was it necessary? I don't know. Down the line, it might be. You could be the judge. It's a whole system thing that they're working on, and I am not a huge Apple person. Like, I hate Apple. I don't like them. I don't like MacBooks. I don't like iMacs or anything like that. I can deal with this, I can deal with a watch, and I can deal with anything earbud. But when it comes to their computer, nope. Macs, they can go fuck themselves. Let me know what your thoughts are, though, on Apple. Am I being too picky? Did I not give them enough of a chance? And should I maybe, give them another chance? Make an update video to this and playing around with some of the new features. Although, Apple, I'll just say one thing. Stop screwing with the camera app. Leave it how it is, and do not touch it unless you're adding a new lens, a new sensor, or anything. The interface was fine how it was, and it's been like that for years. Fuck you for changing it.